Alright everybody, this is my championship video. So how I'm going to do this is this first one is going to be the 10 qualifier matches, which decided what we got in gold, bronze, or silver. And then the next one will be, well, spoiler, we got into gold league. And yeah, we'll do that as like a part 2 tomorrow. So before we start, the quality is not going to be that great. I apologize for that. I had to record on my phone, and you know, phone quality isn't notorious for being very great. Obviously, most of the time I'm playing on Steam, which has very great quality, and it looks very good. But yeah, phone is a little different, and the phone I have is one of those fold phones, and it makes the resolution even worse, because, here, let me just show you quick. I have it all in the editor. This is what it looks like unstretched, unedited. Like, look how small that is, and then you have the giant black bars on the side. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna... Most people seem to have voted for 4, because I did a little poll on what the best one is. So most people seem to have voted on this one. So this is probably the one I'm gonna do, where it's stretched like this. Again, it's not great quality, I apologize for that, but it's the best we can do, and making it so it doesn't look horrible. There was a ton of votes, and yeah, it was pretty mixed. Like, most people were voting 1, 2, some 3, 4, but I believe 4 was the one who got the most votes. But yeah, it was very close and very mixed. But yeah, so in championship, I was the Nishiro player, obviously, my GOAT, my favorite character in One Piece, and of course I did have him boost Hor. And then I was running King and sometimes Roger. I believe I played Roger a few games. Well, I didn't really play him, but, you know, he was my secondary a few games. But, yeah, and then, yeah, King, just secondary, you know, if I die with Nishiro, last second clutch. Realistically, I shouldn't be spawning in as King, unless if, like, I can't do anything with Nishiro, and we just need a flag. So, even if I died with Nishiro, usually I waited for him, unless if, like I said, I just had to get out there and grab flags, or if the match was almost over. And then we're running this support, so this support is pretty good. We only got 170, but we get the Defender tag, which Nishiro needs, the 7 Warlord tag, which Nishiro needs, and on top of that, we get the Royalty tag, which is pretty good. And we do still have 170, even though my Kuma, Bonnie, and Big Mom aren't even boost 3. They're the only non-boost 3 characters in here. I was, like, gonna boost some of these characters, but, mostly Blackbeard. I was thinking of maybe boosting, but, yeah, I decided against it, because I don't want to waste my crystal frags. 170 did work pretty well, though, especially, like, with the tags. We got Defenders, Warlords, and Royalty, which gives us HP by KOing. We get Defenders, of course, the more defense Nishiro has, the stronger he is, and then 7 Warlords of the Sea, which gives us more freeze time. And we have Paramecia Captain and New World on top of that. But yeah, Nishiro medals, we're running max HP, max defense, triple Kaido set. And then tags, of course, all active, pretty good tags. I could have ran the new Kaido medal instead of, like... Nah, never mind. The new Kaido medal wouldn't have been that good. It's only 3% when around your treasure area, like, defense boost. Not defense boost, but something like that. What was it exactly? Damage... It's the same as Blue Kaido. Increased damage dealt, or decreased damage dealt, I guess. But it was 3%, I believe. That's what the newest Kaido medal did. And, of course, we have this for skill 1 and this for skill 1. And then for the King, we're just running Big Mom set. All King needed to do if I died was, of course, grab a flag. So, that was his main thing. Just grab a flag. We wanted as much cap speed as possible for that. And yeah, that should be everything. Like I said, this first one is going to be the first 10 games that decided what rank we got in. And then tomorrow's will be the Gold League. But yeah, let's get into our first championship game. Alright everybody, we have our first game of the champ match. Unfortunately, this game, 2 of our enemies did not show up, so it's just a 4v2. This is only one of 2 games that this happened in, so don't worry. All these other games today will be against 4 players. And then 1 in Gold League someone didn't show up there for some reason. I assume they had like an emergency or something, because of course Gold League is like the top of the top. So but yeah, this game is definitely the most boring one out of them all. Definitely not great. It's unfortunate this had to be our first game, but yeah, like I said, after this game, it was pretty much all just normal matches. And then yeah, we just try to basically get as much score as we can here. Because score does matter in the end. Of course, winning matters the most, but score does help also. Your ranking and stuff. And all we cared about was basically top 32. That's what we needed to get to gold. We needed to be top 32 at the bare minimum. Because we did not want to play in Silver League, of course, or Bronze. But yeah, like I said, pretty boring game. And nothing truly eventful happened. Honestly, I think I'm going to just skip. Yeah, I'm going to just skip the rest of this. But yeah, we're just skipping this. This was the results. Again, we fought 2 bots pretty much, so pretty uneventful game. Alright, on to the actual games now. We are on this Alabasta Day map. Of course, we're running to mid. Of course, we need to try to get it as soon as possible. Our Luffy's here, but he gets knocked back, unfortunately. And they were able to grab it, but we do need to get our second now, and hopefully Luffy can grab that for us. Of course, we can just slash and assist, and he is actually able to grab it back, which was very huge. And yeah, at this time, we were not playing S-Snake. We knew S-Snake was pretty decent, but at this time, we did think Whitebeard was a little better, but obviously, we did switch to S-Snake because she was 100% the better option. We found out later. But yeah, slash that Nishiro, we got their second and middle. And then they are trying to grab our flag, but Whitebeard's there handling it. I'm just stopping this Nishiro. Basically trying to stop him from moving around, and he did get frozen there. He lost all of his lives, I guess. And yeah, I'm just basically annoying their Nishiro, trying to keep him away from my runner. That's definitely... oh, my runner came right to him, I guess. And he got one, or actually no, he didn't get one shot. The other guy got one shot. But here you go, just fill these up, get my gauges here. Grab this gauge too, and we're gonna go back here and make sure all this is filled, of course. In case if, you know, a bat cap or something, and then I just grab the meat for those extra points. And then Kumabani's here. Just gonna run around and then slash. And they are both dead. And then Zoro's here. Gotta be careful of him, of course. And then, yeah, Kizaru and them are here. Oh, he did 1 damage to me. I think it's because Kizaru got knocked into me, though, or something. And then King joined the mid. Of course, he went straight to a Whitebeard, so... And then I see Roger back here, so we gotta run to him. And then Zoro Sanji got that. Whitebeard did die, but we still are holding. Gotta get the Luffy. He dodged that. Surprised he got on. But yeah, we can just slash him off. And unfortunately, I slashed and then slashed him right in. Well, not slashed him right into me, but Kizaru laser hit and then pushed him right into me after I slashed him. But there you go. He is dead. Fill this back up. Or Whitebeard's coming, I think, so he can do it. Get over here. Just make sure they can't do anything. And there you go. Whitebeard's gone. And just keep filling this again. And now, of course, we are good. They don't have a runner or anything. We just run over here quick. Kumabani. We got that one last kill. And then we even fill up the gauge a bit. But there you go. That was the second game. Pretty fun game. Like I said, this is pretty much the first real game. Since 2 of our enemies on the last game didn't even show up. But yeah, not bad. Alright, we are on our 3rd game. I really did not like this map. because it was very, very tricky. Of course, I had to just keep watching behind us and stuff. And I was able to get to mid first, and Luffy was able to grab too. And then Zoro Sanji, I don't know how that grabbed me. I thought I was far back, but I guess not. And then I noticed we didn't even get our second, so I go for that quickly, and I was able to grab it in time. And then Luffy died, unfortunately. I see Whitebeard hitting a Luffy, so I come and slash it for him. Of course, he can't deal with him through the wall. And I shouldn't have let Whitebeard push up. I should have just went up myself. But I was trying to just protect, Luffy from grabbing through the wall, because Whitebeard cannot stop that. He would have to walk all the way around to stop that. Yeah, Sabo's here. I'm gonna slash, and he died, not from us, so. And then Roger, I can't really knock off, so Whitebeard or someone will have to deal with that. Yeah, I just keep watching the back flag, making sure no one's gonna come. Like, this map is very bad. One Luffy, all it would take is one Luffy to just come to the back and then grab through the wall. So, like I said, I had to be watching that wall so I could slash through it if he came back, like he tried to do here. Yeah, he actually survived that, surprisingly. But I just go quickly deal with him for Whitebeard. Okay, teleported, but there you go. That was such a weird slash. And then, yeah, right here, we kind of grouped up a little bit, but I just got up here because I'm like, I need to fill this flag. It's pretty low. And then, yeah, unfortunately, we all die here. But, yeah, I had to fill up that flag. It was way too low. I did have Snake here. Honestly, I should have probably summoned her. But they did have a Doc Q, which, other than Zoro and Sanji, Doc Q was, he can't really, you can't really stop Doc Q unless if you have Nishiro or something. And unfortunately, while it's respawning, we did lose the middle flag. And Doc Q is slash here. And they are on team boost. Zoro's there. I try to come over here because S-Snake or someone will have to come stop me. And yeah, I don't think, our team unfortunately is not able to grab mid in 10 seconds. And we did unfortunately lose this game. That should have been a dodge, but I mean, it didn't matter in the end. We weren't grabbing anything. But yeah, that was our first loss here, only our third game. It was very unfortunate, but I really hated this map. Like I said, I had to just keep watching the back. But yeah, after this game, that's when we switched to S-Snake. We did have S-Snake here. He'd still sided Whitebeard, but S-Snake was his secondary instead of my secondary, because I shouldn't really be spawning S-Snake. Since Nishiro is the runner killer, like, he needs to be the one to kill the runners. So me off Nishiro was just not good. Yeah, Luffy's teleporting here. We were able to get on before he was able to grab it, and somehow he still hit me, even though I hit him with my third normal. And then, yeah, we're trying to slash him. And there you go. Oh, I don't know what he got a perfect guard on. They must have hit him, but we're just able to get back here pretty quick. Fortunately, they died there, but we are still alive. Zoro Sanji is here. We do gotta be careful. And I got knocked back again. Law is grabbing. We will have to stop this. And then we can grab this back pretty easy, I think. S-Snake is here, but we're gonna go up here and grab this. We got shields, so they shouldn't be able to stop me. Okay, that Kuma thing almost hit me, but yeah, we got it right before S-Snake dropped down. And spin around here, we were able to stop him last second. Oh, actually, never mind. Luffy's still alive. I don't know who I killed. I think I killed someone. There you go. Luffy's down. S-Snake's almost dead. She's dead. Go over here, fill this up, get our final gauge. And then, yeah, now we just gotta hold. We got the majority of the treasures. We're filling them up. Roger went right to S-Snake, unfortunately. And there you go. That is filled. Those are all filled. We gotta slash this Roger. Okay, I don't know. That bubble was way over there. I don't even know how I got a perfect dodge on that. That should not have even came near to hitting me. Yeah, just gotta slash here. Our S-Snake died, so I gotta hold here. I believe... Oh, yeah, I froze the Nishiro. But he ran out of lives. And slash the Kuma, kill him. He teleported right on me, I think, right as that happened. And Luffy's here. We gotta stop him, of course. Slash him there. Killed him instantly. And then Law teleported us. That was such a weird delayed teleport. But yeah, he just got hit and insta-burned to death. And then there you go. We're even able to grab this top flag here. And look how fast that filled up. That is crazy how fast it did. And then they got this, so I just run over here just to make sure. It didn't look like any of them were coming over here, but obviously... Oh, Archer got knocked into me, okay. We just want to be safe, so I'm going towards the majority of the flags. Slash him. I don't think we killed him, though. And then, yeah, there we go. That is game. And, yeah, that's a pretty good one. We got... I forgot what Arlong Park this was, A or B, but... There we go. We got 2, 4, and 4. Alright, we are on our 5th game? Yeah, 5th game, I believe. Another tricky map that we rarely have to watch our, like, back flags. If we're not careful of our back flags, they could easily just, like, clutch up. Now let's try to knock this Nishiro down. Unfortunately, I got hit before I could. Our Luffy is grabbing, though. And he is able to grab it. And our Zoro Sanji did deal with them. So, very nice. And then, yeah, we did finally start S-Snake here. I'm going to deal with the Law for her while she goes to mid and handles that. And there you go. Knock him down. One more slash should do it. And there we go. Law is gone. And we even grabbed their second flag. Now I just got to stay back here and fill these up. Just for, you know, Luffy back cap if he does. And yeah, pretty boring. Just spinning around. Filling that up. They do got a Luffy out again. So I do got to be very close to the back flags. Ready to attack him if he comes. Same with Law. If Law gets teleported back by accident by my teammates, I need to be ready to be there. In case. And then, I believe he's coming. Yep, Luffy's coming to the back. Okay, he's teleporting all the way over there, which is fine. He's kind of low, so they should be able to deal with it. S-Snake did just die, so now I do start to run over. And we should be able to slash him if we bait his thingy like that. He got his invincible, but we already got it pretty much full. King is coming. But we do have a Whitebeard out now, so... yep, there we go. Just dealt with the King instantly. I don't know how my first slash didn't kill him, but... That, I believe, is game. Yeah, I believe this is game here. Very nice. Still had about a minute left. And then we got 1 and 4. Alright, we are on our 6th game now. Another tricky map. They brought, like, all the dumb maps out. With, like, stupid jump down, jump up. At least we didn't get Saba Odi Day. I am happy about that, at least. But there was a lot of, like, the weirder maps. Where you could definitely lose in an instant if you're not careful. And Blackbeard's there. Just let him use his counter. We're just gonna slash him now here. Deal with him, get our gauges. Now we need to knock off his shield for our Zoro Sanji. And then he got knocked, so we just knock him down. Help destroy this wall for our Nishiro, or not Nishiro, whatever. Deal with Whitebeard as soon as possible. Also, those routes are going to be tricky. So I try to go on him as much as I can, and he did die there from Sanji. And we do got shield, so we can potentially grab this. S-Snake too weak to destroy my thing. Plus Zoro Sanji knocking him for me. And boom, we were able to grab that there. And then we just gotta fill this up. We have the majority of the flags. We just need to be very careful. I believe Luffy's up top right now. I'm not sure where he is, but yeah, we just gotta fill what we have at the moment. Whitebeard is not really a problem since he doesn't really have any flags to go on. And yeah, watch the Kizaru lasers coming down. And Luffy did grab our top flag, but we are still holding these bottom three. Just gotta make sure they're filled up and be ready for the Luffy TP. Dodge that. Slash this guy. He's almost dead. Zoro Sanji's there so we can back up a tiny bit. Slash him to the wall. Yeah, our Zoro Sanji seems to got that. I did see Luffy here though, so we do gotta come over here to try to stop it. But we do gotta be careful also since Zoro Sanji is here still. And then slash, we did hit the Blackbeard. Luffy will not have enough time to grab, I don't think. And yeah, there you go, he died there. I don't know how he... I don't even know what happened there, how he TP'd on me. But that is our 6th game. And there we go. 1, 3, and 2. Alright, on to our 7th game now here. Of course, we run straight to the mid flag. We were able to even freeze Roger there. And then Sanji is coming to me. He walked right into our S-Snake, and I just back off to this flag here. And slash both of them there, knock them down, do a little damage. And then, yeah, Nishiro knows he can't grab this from me, so he backed off. And then fill this up all the way. Boom, that's good. Just help over here a little bit. Get my gauge too, if possible. Oh, we got a little too late. And then, yeah, Nishiro is definitely very good on this map. Of course, we can just slash through the wall, people. Law is here. We do got to be careful of him. Get him right before he gets on the flag. And then spin here, go back. S-Snake should be able to deal with that guy. Yeah, we just gotta watch that back flag. Of course, S-Snake could teleport back there, but I think she has to angle herself a bit. And slash there, knock him down. And they did get this flag pretty, I guess not too low. It wasn't that low, I guess. But, yeah, all of them are trying to make a push for that flag. So, they just need to protect it. I'm just here for backup. If I see him die, I'm running over there instantly. Of course, I do not want to be caught up in the middle of Zoro and Sanji's attack, so... And yeah, I was able to distract him for like a millisecond, and then my Zoro Sanji hit him from behind. And then Roger's here. Of course, S-Snake will have to come deal with this, but we can stop him for a second by knocking him off. But yeah, for the most part, S-Snake does have to deal with the Roger, because other than my slashes, I can't really do anything when he's on a flag. Yeah, 2 of them are here, so I gotta make sure they can't grab. We're filling up pretty fast. Of course, they need to grab this flag. 40 seconds left. And I keep getting, I swear that happened like 5 times already. People just keep getting knocked into me. Yeah, back off a little bit. They got team boost. Of course, we don't want to group up. That's the mistake we made in the 3rd game. We all grouped up when they had team boost, and that's what got us all killed. So we did learn from that and try not to group up when they had team boost there. And yeah, with S-Snake knocking Roger and then my assistants, we are good. And then he tries to go to this flag, but we kill him there before he can even get on it. And then that is our game, what did I say, game 7, I believe? Yep, game 7. This map wasn't too bad. We did, of course, have to watch the back, but S-Snake could TP there, plus I could just slash through the wall if anyone did go back there, which I don't think anyone even tried back cap, which is surprising. But yeah, there we go. Now we are on our 8th game. This is, whatever, Dressrosa. We're able to grab mid. And they all, like, rushed our second, which allowed us to somehow grab this treasure. And yeah, Zoro Sanji is here, so I do gotta back off, of course, or they're just gonna insta-KO me. And then he is coming for me, but we can survive a little bit. We just gotta be very, very careful. I do come up here to bring the Zoro and Sanji up to the Luffy, which he is beating him up now. They were able to grab our main, I think? Yeah, that's our main they grabbed. Oh yeah, right here, I knocked the Nishiro on the stairs, and my team went small form to grab it, and he couldn't grab it. Nishiro was not even up there. If you've ever had that glitch, it's pretty common, unfortunately, where someone's clearly not on the flag, but they actually are on the flag, and then he couldn't grab it because he was small form. So that lost us the chance to grab our main back, which was pretty dumb. Yeah, I'm just here. Mid is full, so I'm just trying to assist if possible, getting that back. But yeah, I don't think it would have mattered, but if we got our main back, it definitely would have helped. And we somehow, I don't know how we baited both of them, but slash that guy, slash him there. Now, I did get on here. I don't think, yeah, Saturn's too weak to destroy my shield. But Zoro and Sanji are here. I do stick it anyway, just to grab it, and we surprisingly were able to grab it. And then Whitebeard's there. I guess we had a miscommunication because he, like, backed off the flag. Because I went away because Zoro Sanji, but I guess he backed off too for some reason, and then unfortunately we end up losing that. I'm not sure when I back off, but yeah, probably here. Because yeah, I'm just trying to stop this so our runners might be able to grab. And then yeah, that is when we lose their main again. Yeah, Zoro Sanji fighting that, and then we do get clipped there. And then, unfortunately, since we are dead, we just have to spawn in as King and try to grab something. But yeah, pretty bad timing. Whitebeard walls popped up right away. I was not expecting that, and then yeah, we were not able to grab this. But yeah, this is our second loss. That should have been a dodge. I mean, it would have mattered, but it should have been a dodge. And then we have to, basically, to get into gold, we have to win these next two games. Obviously, I already told you guys we got into gold, but yeah, if we even lost one of these next games, we would not have been in gold. So we really had to, like, lock in and get these wins. Another map that can be tricky, again, one TP character, and it could be all over last second. So, I'm mostly watching the bottom flags because I can, of course, run between them faster. And then, of course, S-Snake will go up top. And she can plus TP down if need be. And then King's here. S-Snake, of course, going over. I'm just going to hit him a few times for her. And, of course, she can just insta-knock him off with that. And then there you go. King is dead. Fill this up. Get my gauge. And then Zoro Sanji's here. Got to be careful of him, of course. And I do see this is relatively low. While they're distracted, I'm like, I might as well try to grab it. And then, just keep going on here. Law TP'd me, but we perfect dodged it. And then slash him, got him out of the way, plus got some shield. Enough for me to stick this, even if someone tried to attack me, and we were able to grab it. And then, of course, just gotta fill this up, get our gauge, and we should be good. I don't know why I stepped out. I think I missed my gauge. But now, we just have to be very careful and watch our back cap. Do they have a Luffy? They had to have had a Luffy or something. There's sure a lot. Did they not have a Luffy, really? I'm just staying back here, in case if, whatever, Law gets TP'd. And then I could go there, but yeah, leaving this flag is risky. He's going to have his insta-cap, so unless if I know I can just go over there and kill him, I definitely got to stay and be ready for him to TP. But I see he's 1 HP, so I just come over here, get him out of the way, and we are safe for now. And we go up. I see they're grabbing this. They're grabbing our second, but we can definitely grab this. And then Roger's here. Of course, I jump off for him. Whitebeard popped up his walls perfect time, and I just let that be. I wasn't going to jump down into Ristine. Well, I guess I did now, but I waited for a second just in case, because I did see the Zoro Sanji there. And slash there, we were able to kill him. And then Roger is grabbing their main now. Is he able to? Oh, he got pulled by Blackbeard the last second. But we do hold the majority of the treasures. All we gotta do is hold one treasure. And we are good. And Luffy's here. Since he's big for him, I'm not too worried. Of course, I'm backcapping, and we were able to kill him quick. And yeah, this is game... What did I say this was? Game 9, I think? Yeah, this is game 9. And yeah, one more game. And... yeah, this game was the one, if we lost, we were going into silver. If we won, we were going into gold. Pretty much. Because I think you can lose at most 2 games to get into gold, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this is our final game for the qualifiers. I go instantly to their second, and even was able to grab it. For this map, it was more important for us trying to hold our second, and then their second. And then mid was just whatever. But unfortunately, Nishiro did the same thing, so he was able to grab that. And then King's here. I don't know how that wasn't a dodge. That should have been a dodge, but I think he's just leaving. Our Luffy's coming here, so we're going to stop the Nishiro, or try to stop the Nishiro as best as possible. He did slash him, but I also slashed him, and he got it just low enough for me to be able to grab. We did die there, but we were able to grab the flag, and our Zoro Sanji is there assisting now. And then we just spawn back as Nishiro. Fill this back up a little bit. Mid is very, very low. So we did definitely have to be careful there. We still do not own our main, but as of right now, of course, we do have the majority of the treasures, so our second is just whatever. If we can grab it, good, but we should hold what we got first. And then I see the King trying to TP on S-Snake, so I slash him there. S-Snake and Zoro are fighting each other. Of course, S-Snake versus Zoro is not a very good matchup. S-Snake can just keep debuffing Zoro. He has to kill her with normals to not get debuffed. And fill this up all the way. I believe all of our flags should be full now. And see Luffy teleported, but they got that. Again, they have team boost, so we did not want to over push and all get one shot. So we were definitely being careful here. And then team died here, but I'm just here just to distract them for a bit till Whitebeard gets here. So I can keep defending this second flags. And yep, Whitebeard spawned, so I go back to my flag. And yeah, from this location, I can basically run to any flag in like 5 seconds. If need be. Like that Luffy's there, I didn't go to stop it though. Until later, until Whitebeard called me. But yeah, I come here, I slash him, he's out of there. And now all the runners is just Reiju at the moment. And yeah, they would, even if they grab this flag, like, they still would have to grab another one to win. And yeah, I just come over here because I know they're not going to be able to grab any other flag. This is the only one they could possibly grab. But yeah, that was our final qualifier game. And we did move on to gold. I think we were ranked 21. Like I said, we need to be ranked 32 or lower to get into gold. And yeah, that will be tomorrow's video, Gold League. But yeah, my first championship, pretty fun.